ィッチヤーパート35クエスト色欲後半をやっていきます。前回犯人は医学知識があり、永遠の炎鏡を批判するものを罰していると分かりました。目的は分かっても犯人の手がかりが未だつかめない。前回の終わりあたりで事件被害者の解剖をしているフーベルト・ヘイク氏がゲラルトを呼んでいるそうだったし、彼の話を聞いてみる。フーベルトさんとプリシラの主治医よアキムは窮地の中だけど、お互いに避けているあたり過去に何かあったらしい。事件協力をする前にヨアキムとの関係を選ぶと昔話を聞けます。この話は今回の事件ラストに関係している。
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning, their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
遺体を調査すると、次の標的はパトリシア、ビーゲルバットだと書かれてた人川を発見。ビーゲルバット家はトリスのクエ、生死に関わる問題でご子息を助けたことがある。一応、知り合いだし彼らの叔母パトリシアさんを助けに行きましょう。屋敷へ顔パスで入れるか確認。
What are your wounds?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods...
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
パトリシアさんは娘とノビグラドへ出かけた祭魔女狩りの3丁目のあたりにして、神への信仰が消えてしまい、苦しんでいる。
Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests. He ran out the other...
逃げた犯人を追います。夫人の叫びを聞いて、屋敷の警備が警戒態勢を敷くのですが、その矛先が犯人ではなく、ゲラルトさんに。
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
衛兵に犯人だと勘違いされ終われます。
There he is! Get him!
広場に着くと、衛兵に見つかり戦闘。衛兵との戦いはイベントでして、彼らの一人でも HP30% 以下にするとイベント終了。
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
次の標的がクリプルド、ケイトのスイートネッティと分かりました。そこへ行ってみます。甘いネッティというのはこういうことです。ネッティのイベントは PC 版だと映すことができないため一部のみあります。
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure, satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims, I know how they end. You don't stop, not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others. Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know, but I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
ネッキのイベントは分岐要素でして、ネッキが襲われている勘違いして神父を倒すと、犯人は神父となり、真犯人は分からずじまいになる。神父を倒さず、会話を続行すると彼はかなりのド S だけど命までは取らないといい。自分は犯人じゃない。それにここへ来ることを知っているのはカイボーイ・フーベルトだけだと語り真犯人と対決ルートに入ります。
You've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
Who, what are you?
A vampire? Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
There are other ways. Could have set up a soapbox in Hierarch Square, preached from it.
How funny. That's exactly what I did. But none listened. Instead they laughed, threw stones. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
フーベルト・ヘイクは上級の吸血鬼だった。怪物辞典によれば、上級の吸血鬼は怪物を見分けるウィッチャーのメダルに反応しない。吸血鬼化する前の姿は人間そのものに見えウィッチャーすら騙すことができる。吸血鬼バージョンは周囲の吸血鬼カタランが少し強化された強さがある。カタランは透明荷重動きが遅くなりましたが上位は高速で移動ができるなど強化されているのがわかる。回避行動も取るため怪物戦よりも人間と対峙していると考えた方が良さそう。弱攻撃は硬い装甲で防がれてしまうので強攻撃を使う。硬すぎたのでゴリ押し戦法に切り替えました。倒れるまでアタック。真犯人を倒した後はダンディ・リオンに9は取ったと報告します。
How nose?
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
怪我が少しずつだけど解放に向かっているそうですね。二人の銀融詩人が再び活躍できることを願って今回は終わりましょうか。今できる仲間関連クエは大体やりましたし、次回からはメインクエストスケリッチ編をやります。スケリッチ編はサブがメインなのでそんなに長くはならないと思います。